walk this earth like a god.
You scared? What? You scared? What? You scared? What? Kicking in the door, I make the bitches hit the floor for keys. Yeah.
Travis got it here, and I'm back with some more boxing. Look, man, I'm making this video in response to a video that I saw, and it was about motherfuckers trying to say that you're racist just because you picking a white fighter to lose. About this Lomachenko, Nicholas Uolters shit, man. And, you know, I guess I must have got behind on my comments about that on that video that I made, the Lomachenko video, where I predicted Nicholas Uolters to win the fight. And then I'm looking at the comments, man, and this shit is crazy, man. It's like all kinds of motherfuckers saying, oh, you're racist. That's why you saying Lomachenko is going to lose. What the fuck does race got to do with it? I've been watching Nicholas Uolters beat ass for years. I watched Lomachenko get his ass whooped in his second pro fight against a guy who had got beat by multiple fighters, knocked out. You know what I'm saying? And then even a fighter that Nicholas Uolters himself would beat. That ain't got nothing to do with race. That's what y'all doing now? Y'all reaching that hard? Call somebody a racist because they're picking a white fighter to lose? Race ain't got shit to do with it. It's just my opinion. So now, and don't be crying no racism to me. When did this shit start? When did white people start crying racism to a black man? Y'all don't know nothing about racism. I live in LA. Every day that I leave the house could be my last. Y'all don't know what it's like to be a black man and see a police and not know if this motherfucker gonna kill you or not. Not be able to get a job because they profiling you as a possible gang member, drug dealer, or just a black person that they don't want nothing to do with. They'd rather hire a white person or a Hispanic person. Don't cry no fucking racism to me. And this shit ain't got nothing to do with racism. This is boxing. We talking boxing. You know what I'm saying? If I feel Nicholas Uolters would beat Lomachenko, it ain't got shit to do with race. And yeah, it is a lot of overhyped white fighters. This is a fact. It's not my fault that they hyping these white fighters up. They can't back it up. Now, it's very few white fighters, you know what I'm saying? And it's more black fighters than there is white fighters. I diss all of these motherfuckers. I've dissed Floyd Mayweather harder than anybody that I've ever dissed on this channel. Or matter of fact, I've definitely dissed Andre Ward harder than any other fighter that I've ever dissed on this channel. If you don't believe me, look up my video called Andre Ward is the Son of the Devil. Look that video up. This is shit that could get me killed. Me and Andre Ward live in California, both of us. I know the people that he's connected to. I know ain't shit gonna happen, but still, I took that chance. You know what I'm saying? Some shit could happen from you running your motherfucking mouth on the internet, but still, I still diss the fuck out of them. I don't diss them as hard as I used to, but I still diss the fuck out of them. And if some shit happen, I diss them again. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't got nothing to do with race. And you know, calling me racist, you need to look at these other channels, these white channels. They had never dissed Triple G as hard as I diss Andre Ward. They had never dissed Pacquiao as hard as I diss Floyd. So who's really the racist? I'm just sharing my opinion. You know, I'm seeing comments on that video saying I'm a racist and a motherfucking comment getting like 33 likes and shit. Like, y'all really is reaching real hard, man. It ain't my fault that Lomachenko is an HBO hype job. Yeah, he was a good amateur, but this ain't the amateurs. Take your ass back to the amateurs. If you want to live off of that amateur career, this the pros. This ain't no motherfucking amateurs and shit. You don't get no props for that shit. Yeah, you had all of those wins in the amateurs, and it didn't help you do shit as a pro, but go into your second fight as a pro and lose. And then you went and fought for the same title that you lost fighting for, fighting against another fighter. And then you got the job done. And you'll probably lose against Slido again. That ain't my fault. And let's talk about these white fighters, man. Y'all want to say that I'm racist. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't got nothing to do with race. These motherfuckers, HBO hyping these white fighters up. Triple G. I was riding for Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I thought he was the real deal. I didn't think he was like the rest of these motherfuckers. Most fear fighter, and he's knocking out these guys, and people were scared of him. And then he started acting different, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to go to this way for these fighters, then you want to make up excuses for Andre Ward. I even defended it. I tell y'all multiple times. I say Andre Ward should have killed himself to make 164 for that 50-50, because I don't think that at that time it was a 50-50 fight because Andre Ward was inactive. But still, Triple G himself said that he will fight anybody from 154 to 168. When it came to Andre Ward, now you got to come down some to make it more comfortable for me. Yeah, I give you 50-50, but you got to drain yourself. I even defended that shit because he was the A side. You know what I'm saying? And then this motherfucker started saying that now the Cotto Canelo winner got to go up. That's when I started dissing him and never stopped, because I seen through his bullshit then. Yeah, you can only excuse so much shit. And then I'll come to find out he's ducking so many motherfucking fighters. It don't make no sense. James DeGale, Andre Ward, yeah, you could say he's at 160, but he was running his mouth talking about he'd go up to 168. So we got to hold you to that. We holding you to your own words. And now you ducking Chris Eubank Jr. You know what I'm saying? He might end up ducking Danny Jacobs. I hope that fight get made. But he might vacate. The fanboys are defended. I'm hoping we get to see that fight. But I ain't holding my breath because I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's a dangerous fight. Look, I edged Triple G slightly to win that fight. It's a really close fight. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Triple G might be able to pull it off. But it's still a dangerous fight. And if Triple G lose that fight to Danny Jacobs, the Canelo fight is gone. That is a lot of $1 million that's going to be gone if they lose that fight. That's a dangerous fight for him, and I don't think he's going to take it. He's going to vacate, and the fanboys is going to defend it. You ducking Chris Eubank Jr. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to never get a fight. Yeah, he ain't got no belt, but Kell Brook didn't have a belt. You know what I'm saying? I bet Eddie Hearn would pay Triple G $5 million or maybe even more. He'll pay you more than what you made for the motherfucking Kell Brook fight, because that's a more dangerous fight. More people are going to tune in. He ain't going to do that fight. He ain't fighting Erislandy Lara. He been ducking him for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? Now he turning down $10 million for Canelo. See, it ain't my fault. This motherfucker ducking fights and making excuses and shit, claiming he ain't a businessman. And then, yeah, you all about business, though, when it come to Ward and Canelo and shit, and Lara and DeGale. What the fuck? The list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? It's always an excuse. You talk tough, and then when a tough fighter want to fight you, now you're a businessman. But then you claim that Canelo's the businessman. Canelo's offering you good business, and you won't take it. Moving on. That's just one of these white fighters, man. It ain't racism. You know what I'm saying? I'd diss any one of these motherfuckers if I see them on some bullshit. But, you know, y'all just got very few white fighters to hold on to. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to defend them no matter what. And if somebody get to making too much sense, they racist. That's the game we playing. Sergey Kovalev. Now, Sergey Kovalev been ducking Adonis Stevenson for a long ass time, talking shit about him in the media while ducking the fight. WBC has confirmed this. It's not Adonis Stevenson's side that's holding up the fight. Yeah, I know Adonis Stevenson went to Showtime, but so did the rest of the Al Heyman guys. Everybody, including Floyd. Adonis just went with them. He's with Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? That shit was years ago. Y'all try to use that as an excuse. Adonis he was trying real hard to get that fight made. Kovalev don't want to make the fight. Or Kathy Duva don't want to make the fight. But at the end of the day, it's Kovalev's decision. He's allowing Kathy Duva to duck that fight for him. He don't want to fight Adonis Stevenson. And guess what? Andre Ward moving up from 168 to 175. He needed a few tune-up fights, you know what I'm saying, to get him used to that weight. Sergey Kovalev was willing to wait for damn near an entire year so Andre Ward can get conditioned to 175 so he can take that fight when he could have been fought Adonis Stevenson. But he viewed Andre Ward as the easier fight because he's a smaller fighter instead of fighting Adonis Stevenson, which might even be a bigger fight. Adonis Stevenson is a draw in Canada. He can sell a lot of tickets. And that fight would definitely sell. They'll make a lot of fucking money. That'll be for the undisputed light heavyweight championship. They ain't going to take that fight, not ever. Maybe when Andre Ward beat Kovalev's ass, if he beat his ass. I don't know how that fight's going to play out. But if Andre Ward beat Kovalev's ass, then, hey, you know, might as well go ahead and take the Adonis fight if he'll give you a fight. But maybe Adonis will be trying to fight Ward because now Ward got the belts. And Kovalev ain't shit. He ain't never really been a draw. He only could sell tickets with John Pascal in Canada, or he sold tickets with Bernard Hopkins. And that was because of Bernard Hopkins, not Kovalev. He's just selling tickets as a B-side. Who else, man? Fucking Alexander Povetkin. Everybody and their mom was saying, oh, Deontay Wilder's ducking that fight. He's going to duck Alexander Povetkin. He don't want to make that fight. Deontay Wilder been saying, look, man, he's my mandatory. I ain't got no choice but to fight him. But y'all know how some of these fighters do. They don't want to fight their mandatory. Even if they're the mandatory, they give up the belt. But he's always said, you know, I got to fight him. You know, he's my mandatory. You know, Povetkin won a purse bid. He's going over to Russia. He's all for the fight. He don't give a fuck. Russian crowd, Russian judge, you know, Russian referees, Russian fighter. Every time he land a little weak shot, Povetkin lands a weak shot, the crowd is going to go wild. They ain't even really going to cheer when Deontay Wilder lands a shot. And but Deontay Wilder was all for it. But still, Povetkin still had every advantage, and he decided to use steroids. Y'all try to defend that shit. But this is the fighter that Deontay Wilder was supposed to be ducking, right? This motherfucker got every advantage, and he's still using steroids. Who else, man? We went over Kovalev, Triple G. Lomachenko done got his ass whooped in his second pro fight to a fighter that Nicholas Walters would beat up. I picked Nicholas Walters to win the fight. I ain't never seen Nicholas Walters get beat up. I seen Lomachenko get beat up. Make all the excuses you want for Lomachenko. He still lost that fight. Who else, man? Who else y'all got? You know what I'm saying? What, Pacquiao? Pacquiao admitting to using crystal meth. I mean, there's so much shit you can say about Pacquiao, man. You know, it's ridiculous, man. And, you know, he's ducking fights, too. He didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman called him out. Bob Arum got pissed. Pacquiao didn't say shit. He don't want to fight Terrence Crawford. Who else, man? You know, Al Heyman and Bob Arum can make some of these fights, but Pacquiao don't want to fight him. Who else? It's another one of these motherfuckers, man. Or is that all of them? Lomachenko, Triple G, Povetkin, Kovalev. Yeah, that's pretty much all y'all got to hang on to. So when a motherfucker get to dissing them too hard with the truth, keeping it real, stating facts, they're racist. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all need to get y'all shit together, man. Ain't nobody trying to hide behind racism talking about boxing but you motherfuckers. This shit ain't got nothing to do with race. If somebody's picking somebody to win a fight, it ain't got nothing to do with racism. Maybe that person feel like they're going to win a fight. I told y'all I feel like Kovalev would beat Andre Ward. But, you know, the way Kovalev is acting, he's making me lose confidence in him. You know, I'm rooting for Andre Ward to win, but I feel like Kovalev is going to win the fight. But not how he's acting. You know what I'm saying? Acting like Andre Ward is all in his head and shit. He's not acting like his normal self. So he's making me not even... I mean, I got a hell of a bet that I can make, man. My boy in the UK said, look, man, you bet me $500 American. I bet you 1,000 British pounds, man. That's like $1,300. You know what I'm saying? For $500. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. I'm still holding off on the bet. That's a good ass bet. But shit, the way Kovalev acted, man, I don't know if this motherfucker gonna be able to pull it off. And you know, it's kind of hard to pick against Andre Ward, who got a far better resume, far talented fighter than Kovalev. Kovalev just got this power, and he's hitting these guys so hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's changing the fight. You know, these fighters ain't able to handle his power. So Andre Ward coming up in weight, I don't know how he'd be able to handle Sergey Kovalev's power. But I'm picking Kovalev to beat Andre Ward. Is that racist? You know, he's making me change my pick, by how he acting. Not to mention all of those clean right-hand shots he was getting hit with by Chilemba. Andre Ward is more accurate than Chilemba. You know what I'm saying? I know styles make fights, but still. Is there any more? These ain't even American motherfuckers. Y'all defending these foreign-ass fighters like they're American. You know what I'm saying? These ain't white fighters for real. They're not Caucasian American. These, what? Triple G from Kazakhstan. Kovalev from Russia. Lomachenko from the Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? Y'all really trying hard to have something to believe in. It ain't got nothing to do with racism. Y'all motherfuckers hate Americans. And y'all American. I don't give a damn if you white or black. You ain't rooting for American fighters. You rooting for these foreign fighters. Just because they white. That's racism or being prejudiced or something. Fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers, man? Y'all need to focus on boxing. You know what I'm saying? In facts. If you feel like a fighter could win the fight, then that fighter could win the fight. regardless of what the fuck they look like. That's all I got to say, man. I'm Travis Gotti. Thank you for tuning in to Travis Gotti Boxing. Subscribe.
I gotta quit fucking with you. I gotta quit fucking with you.